Hi guys, how are you? I hope all you are fine and doing well. This is manual number 19, and in this manual we will discuss that how to display data from a database inside a data grid view. So the very first step is, and which I have included 3 points. Point number one, uh, represent students database. Okay, and point number two is name of the table, and point number 3 represented how much data is there inside your table. Okay, if you don't know how to create database, so you can follow this link and you can create database. Okay, step number 2. In step number 2 you will drag a data grid view in a window form using Visual Studio IDE. And step number 3, you need to add MySQL reference. So in this step, you need to press right on the reference and search here in this search box MySQL data, and open or check this box. Finally press OK. Then in step number 4, you need to include this namespace. Okay, using MySQL data MySQL client, you will insert this namespace. And in step number 5, in this step we will discuss the code. As you are seeing that I have wrote this code at the back end of form, not at the back end of a button. If you want to perform this activity through a button, so you will write these few line of code at the back end of that button. But at this time I have wrote these few line of codes at the back end of form 1. Code section contain two blocks. First block represent try exception, and the second one is catch. Okay, so these are two blocks of exception handling. I will wrote all my code inside try block and catch block. This is a general uh, catch block, and it will catch any kind of error. So the very first line in try block, MySQL connection is equal to new MySQL connection. In this line I want to create connection with database. So here I will include 4 parameter in this line. The first parameter is data source, from where you want to display, you want to grid, you want to select your data. So I'm gonna select data from localhost. Okay, port number is 3306, user name is equal to root, password is equal to root. So this is first line. You have created the connection. In the second line we will pass query and connection. MySQL data adapter is equal to new MySQL adapter, and this is the query. This is actually a built-in function in which we need to insert two parameters. First parameter is query, while the second parameter need to insert a connection that already we have created in line number 1 is in this first line. Okay, so select static from students underscore table. Student is the name of database, dot students underscore table. This is name of the table and this is connection. So in line number 3 we need to open the connection. If you want to get data, display data, select data, delete data, any kind of operation if you want to perform, so we will open the connection. So connection dot open is a built-in function, and line number 4 is dataset. ds is equal to new datasets. This is also a built-in function. And adobe dot fill ds student data sorry students underscore table. Okay, so in this line data grid view dot data source is equal to ds dot table students table. So actually we are getting data from this table inside this data grid view. And finally I will close the connection. The last block, that is catch exception block, will catch the error if occurs. So this is step number 6, and in this step the output, this is output grid view of window form inside a Visual Studio, and this is my SQL workbench, name of the database, table name, and this is data of the database. Also we will check practically. Okay, so this is database, and in table this is the table. While this is, yeah, this is the data inside this table. So I'm gonna display move this data in a data grid view over here in C sharp. I will using C sharp code, and this is ID Visual Studio, as you know. So just drag this data grid view here, and then this is the backend. This is the backend of this form. So as I told you, you can insert this namespace over here at the end of your namespaces, mysql.data.mysql client, and you will write your code at the backend of form. Okay, you need to press double click on on the form and write these few line of codes. So code already I have discussed in the manual. If you are facing any kind of issue, so tell me, inshallah I'll help you. So let's run this project. Yeah, so I have run, and this is the output. This is MySQL workbench database table data, and I have displayed over here. This is data grid view. Okay, an output of our project or application. So thank you guys.